history of coffee dates back to ancient times, with its origins shrouded in legend and mystery. Here's a brief overview of how coffee came to be known and spread around the world. Origins in Ethiopia. The story of coffee begins in the 9th century in Ethiopia. According to legend, a goat herder named Kaldi noticed that his goats became unusually energetic after eating red berries from a certain tree. Curious, Kaldi tried the berries himself and experienced a similar burst of energy. He took the berries to a local monk, who disapproved of them and threw them into a fire. The beans began to roast, releasing a pleasing aroma, which led to the beans being ground, mixed with water, and consumed as a drink. Spread to the Arab world. By the 15th century, coffee had spread from Ethiopia to the Arab world. It is believed that Yemeni traders brought coffee beans from Ethiopia to the Arabian Peninsula. In Yemen, coffee was first cultivated for consumption in the Sufi monasteries, where it was used to stay awake during long nights of prayer. The drink became popular in the Islamic world, especially in the cities of Mecca and Medina, and coffee houses, known as kafeh-khaneh, began to emerge as social and intellectual centers. Introduction to Europe. Coffee arrived in Europe in the 17th century through trade routes, mainly via Venice. At first, coffee was met with suspicion and was even labeled a bitter invention of Satan by some. However, when Pope Clement VIII tried it, he reportedly enjoyed it so much that he gave it papal approval, helping to spread its popularity throughout Christian Europe. Coffee houses began to open across Europe in cities like Vienna, London, and Paris, becoming hubs for political discussion, business, and socializing. Global spread. The global spread of coffee was further accelerated by colonial powers such as the Dutch, French, and British. The Dutch established coffee plantations in Java, Indonesia, in the late 17th century, while the French took coffee to the Caribbean and the Portuguese brought it to Brazil. Coffee plantations soon appeared in Central and South America, which became major producers of coffee. Modern era today, coffee is one of the most popular beverages worldwide, with a rich cultural and social history. It is grown in more than 70 countries, primarily in the Coffee Belt, a region between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn, and has evolved into a multi-billion-dollar global industry.